Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre. And yes, this is the original Degeneration X shirt. The one that says two words sucking on the back. Yeah, the original one from the Attitude Era. TV-14. You know, when wrestling was actually badass and had some balls to it. Not this PG shit, because you know they also ended up releasing a Degeneration X shirt that had the two words suck it off of it? Fuck that. You just castrated a shirt that was just completely badass, but luckily, I got the original one. Anyways, that being said, that aside, this is what this video is about. It's basically about my video review of Hardcore Henry. Now, when I first saw the reviews of this, I didn't really realize that it was going to end up being a complete first-person type of movie. I thought maybe the previews that I was seeing was probably pretty much just going to be, you know, a few little first-person scenes here and there to kind of just sell it, if you will, since it's like the Call of Duty gaming generation. Anyways, I do that a lot. Anyways, but when I saw the previews, I thought it looked pretty badass. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to check this out. And sure enough, I did. And let me tell you, this movie, this movie is violent, it's cool, it's badass, and everything. I mean, now, if you go into the theater and you see it, if you wait for it on Blu-ray or DVD, it might be easier for you to watch if you have motion sickness. Now, I've never known to have any type of motion sickness. I sat close down to the front in the theater when I went to go see it, and I leaned all the way back because I wanted to get the full experience of it, to actually feel like I was there in the scene! So, there was a few other people that was in the theater, but I thought to myself, if I started to feel like I was going to feel queasy or vomit or something, as I had my little cherry Coke and my Twizzlers and my popcorn there, that I was going to go all the way up to the back and see if that would have made a difference for me. But knowing me, when I go see a movie, I'm going to sit all the way through it. Even if I fall asleep during it, I'm going to catch something, watch something, pay my money, I'm going to see the whole damn thing. Even if I got to pee, if I got to piss in my daggum drink cup after I'm done drinking with it, I'll do that. I'm not leaving out to go piss. You piss before the movie and after the movie. Otherwise, piss in your cup. Anyways, that was an aside there. The fact is this is a really awesome movie. I mean, I really could have felt like the camera could have maybe had a little bit more of a steady camera work, if you will. I thought maybe there could have been maybe a better steady cam that could have been with it, with all the moving around and whatnot. Now, there are some slow motion scenes, and it kind of actually makes you feel like you're in a first-person shooter as you're walking along. But from beginning to end, I thought the story was really cool. Honestly, I really thought it was really cool from beginning to end, and all the action set pieces and just everything. And obviously, yeah, it's an adult film; it's rated R. But I really would like to see more movies like this. I seriously would. There's the actors and actress, I guess that's actresses, whatever that's in it, really sold it. I thought. There was an actor in there, I forgot what his name, I think his name is Sharlto Copley, something like that. He played in District 9, and he also played in the A-Team movie, I think that's his name. But he's like one of the main characters in it, and he's well, you'll see that in the previews, obviously. But he's he's pretty badass. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna. Just so you know, there's going to be no spoilers in this review. I'm just giving my thoughts on it because there was one scene in that movie that kind of made me cringe, like, oh, well, I could have dealt without seeing that. I'm not going to spoil that, and I'm not going to, you know, say what it is at the end of the video or nothing like that, you know, because you don't want your friends to go and possibly see this and be like, oh, hey, come in here, you know, when you ain't seen the movie, and then you see the end of the video here, and then you end up hearing the spoiler, and you're like, oh, shit, well, now I can't see the movie because it's spoiled for me. I'm just going to have to wait until it comes out because my dumbass friend ended up spoiling it for me. Anyways, but the thing is if you really like action movies, if you're into first-person shooters, you should definitely go check it out for sure. It's a great action film, besides that one scene that kind of made me go, and I thought to myself, yeah, I knew there was a reason for that. But I won't get into it, and I won't talk about it. But other than that, everything else was just great. You know, it's kind of crazy considering all the wanton violence and everything that happens in this movie. How it's like I pick one specific scene that's, you know, violence related in the movie, while I'm just like, I didn't need to see that. Anyways, but you'll probably know what I mean when you actually go and see the movie. But I highly suggest going to go see it out. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get it on Blu-ray when it comes out because I think the whole creative aspect about it was just badass. I mean, and just the whole thing of being in first person and just, it was just cool. You don't see something like that every day. You don't see something new with all the bullshit that Hollywood puts out nowadays. And I do mean bullshit in all three parts right there. Bullshit. All together, and all capital letters with a bunch of exclamation points on the end of it. I really do think that, and what kind of sucked for me with the movie was the fact that it was the theater I go to has larger theaters for, you know, like really big, huge, popular movies that are coming out. But this one was in kind of a smaller theater. I mean, it was in the same theater building, but just the theater itself was one of the smaller ones. And I just thought to myself, well, I can kind of see that. You know, it was kind of, I guess, in a way, even though it got quite a few previews out, and I've seen the previews on TV and see them in the theater, and also ended up seeing them on, say, YouTube or online somewhere, like at Facebook and things like that. I'm like, well, you know, I can understand it being in a smaller theater. And I think I just spit on my glasses because I got so damn excited. Excuse me while I clean these damn things. I think it's okay now. You get to see my ugly face and my eyes. Fuck it. But anyways, yeah, definitely, guys, if you can handle the motion, the motion of the movie, definitely go check it out. If you can't, then I would highly suggest going to go and check it out on Blu-ray or DVD when it releases, because maybe it being on a smaller screen might work better for you when you're seeing it like that, so it isn't like right up in your face, you know, like with a big, huge screen in the theater or anything like that. So definitely go check it out. It was just, in a way, it was just kind of real eye-opening to me on how you can just take something interesting, just dealing with a camera, and to me, completely just blow it out of the park in terms of, to me, kind of like defining the action genre in a new kind of way. You know, I mean, maybe it's because of the fact, you know, I'm also a gamer, obviously, and I do play first-person shooters. I play a bunch of different types of genres, from first-person shooters to role-playing games to action-adventure to things of that nature. But when I saw this, I was just like, we definitely need some more movies like this. I just thought it was really good. Maybe it would be really cool to see like a medieval fantasy type of first-person type of action film. You know, like actually seeing magic being cast and or swords and shields and whatnot being swung around everywhere, and actually fighting against other enemies, or say skeletons or orcs or goblins or demons or slimes or gargoyles or dragons or whatever you want. I really do think that would be extremely badass. If I don't know, but I really do hope that this movie gets a lot of recognition and it gets seen by a lot of people, and hopefully they'll actually end up being enough praise for it to the point to where the director, I don't know the director's name, I forgot, pardon me, but maybe they can actually want to be able to create something like that, or create another movie like, or maybe even create a sequel. I mean, I'd go and see the sequel just as well. But yeah, definitely. I give the freaking movie Hardcore Henry 4 stars out of 4 stars, and that's that. So, I'll end this like I always do. Let me get my chair up here so I can see your faces. Later, taters. There's that button. What's up, dude? And it's red. It's so pretty.